Good afternoon. Now at 5, a warning about the potential mental health impact of COVID-19. A family from Morris, about 60 miles southwest of Chicago, is grieving a loss tonight, as painful as it is surprising.
They attribute it to a rare, little understood phenomenon called COVID psychosis. WGN's Ben Bradley has that story.
Life was good for 48-year-old Ben Price. The married father of two was a farmer and business owner in Morris. In February, he contracted COVID-19 after riding in a car with others to Bible study. 2 weeks later, he took his own life.
He would never have left us. Our Ben did not leave us, and that's what we want to get out, is he was not our Ben.
Price's widow, Jennifer, says her husband was hospitalized for 4 days with lung and oxygen issues. He came home a different man.
He would just pace through the house and repeat things, and it wasn't even in his normal tone of voice. It was a very different tone. He was very scared. He just kept repeating, "I'm sorry, I'm so scared, I'm so scared." And he just kept repeating, and he would stare out the window, and he was just worried about things that weren't even happening.
16 days from COVID diagnosis to death by suicide, despite doctors prescribing Xanax to try to calm him. While doctors have not yet been able to determine if Ben Price had something known as COVID psychosis, medical experts say the virus can definitely impact a person's brain.
I knew about COVID brain fog and depression and, that sort of thing. And we expected him to not come back 100% within a few days.
The truth is that there's a lot that we don't know about COVID.
Infectious disease expert Dr. Emily Landon says the bulk of research on COVID thus far has been about transmission and treatment. Experts are only just now beginning to understand how in a small fraction of patients the virus may essentially rewire the brain.
There's just an emerging literature about the sorts of neurologic and cognitive and sort of even emotional and psychiatric issues that can emerge as part of a COVID infection. In other words, there are a lot of reasons not to get COVID.
If I would have known about this Saturday night, I would have gotten him a whole different approach and intervention, not just back to the hospital, but, I don't know what the right answer would be. I think even medical professionals right now don't exactly know, but there's enough research and stories out there right now about this to start putting it together and getting a plan in place for people.
Jennifer Price is hoping that sharing her story less than a week after her husband's death will encourage others to look for signs that COVID has impacted mental health and seek help. Not to mention, she's hoping that people who see this story will realize COVID needs to be taken seriously.
Yeah, it's so sad, and hopefully a lot more research is done on it. Okay?
They need that research because the last year it's been like a triage, right? They're just focusing on diagnosing and testing and treatment. Now we're just starting to look at these other effects.
All right. Thank you, Ben.